What up, what up, what up, what up? This is your boy Captain DMV's very first stream. This is the inaugural flight of Captain DMV's first stream. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can't, um, I'm trying to adjust. This is my very first stream. I'm trying to get things together. I'm glad if you're here. I'm glad you can join me. If not, please show brother some love. Um, like I said, this is my very first stream. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. So today's flight is going to be my. This is like I said, it's my first trip. Today is going to be my first flight from BWI, BWI, in the PMDG 737-800. We're going to Dallas Love Field to Southwest's headquarters. We got some new hires. Going down there, and they wanna check it out. You know, they gotta do their uh new training down at the headquarters. So yeah, we're gonna get it started here. Let's take a step on the inside. Um, I know I was supposed to start at 10 o'clock, but for some reason I couldn't get my Mobi flight application to work. For some odd reason it's not working. I don't know why it's not working, but so I have this fuel cutoff switch from ProDecim, and it some reason it's not working today. I got to figure it out. Maybe I'll do it when I'm finished streaming. Um, yeah, so I have to do everything else from by hand. The fuel cutoff switch, the auto brake, and the parking brake. That's all controlled by that. So I don't understand why it's not working. But with no further ado, let's get this plane started. Let's get it started. First off, let's see. Hold on. But with no further ado, let's get this plane turned on. We're gonna go with battery. Hit the emergency exit lights. Ground power. I love that. I always love, man. I know Airbus got good sound, but man, I love that Boeing sound. It just makes my liver quiver. And fuel pump. And get the IRS's aligned. Uh, uh, Take the flaps and slats. Make sure they're working. Flight recorder. Good. Speed warning system. Pass. Stall warning. One and two. We good on there. Window heat. Turn probe heat for a few seconds. Turn back off. A's on, B's off. A's off, B's on. If you haven't noticed, this is how Southwest pilots do it. Um, uh, uh, I'll let you know a little bit about me once we get everything going and we get to cruise. I'll let you know a little something about me. Uh, yeah. So test, green light, cool, seat belts, chime on. Right side first, and da 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 da. We are Gucci up here. All right, turn it off. Got my wing control, EFIS, and autopilot panel, and my FMC. Excuse me. Uh-oh. What happened? I hit a switch. What did I hit? Oh, here we go. There you go. All right. We come to EFB. On our flight plan. Sim brief. Weight and balance. Load plan from sim brief. That's cool. Performance tool. Today we are running out of runway 28. Low from OFP. Import weather. Calculate. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. Don't know nobody from California. Somebody was calling my phone from California. I don't know nobody from California. It's one of them spam calls. I don't know. Actually, I do. Hold on. I'm sorry. I do know somebody from out of California, my sister-in-law, but she's here and she's supposed to be going back today. So hold on. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. Where was we? Oh, okay. Altimeter is 30.030.03. 30.3. Heading is 285. Okay. Hold up my charts. Departure. We are rocking out of Foxhole. We go pin that. Did I get the right one? Is this the right one? Oh yeah, that's the right one. Pin that one. Um, Arrival out of Dallas. People, whatever how you pronounce that. Pin that. He bill. And then we go on ILS 31 right. You just pin these up. There you go. I won't be looking for them later. There you go. And all right, here we go. So our top initial altitude is 17,000. We're gonna put that in the panel here. Auto throttle, get that squared away. All right, time to load up the box. That's what they call it, the box. Got FMC, positive in it. We're leaving out a Kilo, Bravo, Whiskey, India. Next page. Go route, origin, go to flight plan request, confirm BWI, Dallas, Sambri, that payload, set fuel, select route, I'll let that load up. This plane started. Let's get it started. Okay. I'm sorry, just checking. There you go. There's load, loading. Okay, we want to 2.8. Hit activate. There we go. I got my. Now I'm not running off. I'm not doing any. I know I have say intentions, but I'm not using that today, and I'm not on VATSIM just yet. I got some things to finish up so I can be on VATSIM. I'm not on VATSIM just as yet, but I'm using say intentions, but I'm not using it today. So it's just gonna be straight, no ATC. I know it's kind of weird, but no ATC. It's gonna just be me straight flying from departure to destination. I just wanted to get that out the way and clear that up. Let's go. Departure is arrival. We're going out of Foxhole. 1 and to auto 28. Execute. Index. Dallas arrival. You're going to high build 3 and Dirk. And we landing at 3-1 right. ILS 3-1 right. And that is a vector. So we're going to execute that. Go to init ref. Perf init requests. Let that load up. Load. Execute. Oh, one thing I forgot. Let me get PackX running. I do have GSX on here as well. Let me start flight. We're going 380, flight level 380. Start boarding passengers. Go ahead, start boarding passengers with GSX. Request boarding. Boarding requested. I like to have this door open, just like everybody else. XP got me hipped onto PackX and the exact same ambient music. So I'm kind of hooked onto that. All right. Let's set a TCAS. Like I said, we're not running any ATC. I'm just going to set my TCAS at 2000. Okay, should have. Yep, flight attendants are on board. Passengers should be coming on board as well. All right, time to do my. Test.
Glide slope. Pull up. Wind shear.
That's all my lights.
Wind shear. Terrain. Pull up. Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
And lights tested. Fuel flow. Hit reset. Anti-skid on. Turn all my fuel pumps on that I need, which is basic all of them. All right. Passengers are passengering. All right. Okay, let's finish up with the FMC. Unable to 80. Okay, we'll get to that a little bit. And one. You know what? I forgot we can do this. Was it one of these buttons? There we go. I knew it was somewhere. You can put the EFB right here in the front. You kind of keep having to keep looking back and forth. Okay, select the temperature as 46. And we're going at a rating of 2. Take off 2. We're going flaps 5. Let's see that. Ram all that. 143. Okay. And then set our trim.
Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once we depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Go back to legs. Like I said, able to. Terry. Let's go to Terry. There's 280. Speed at 280 at 240. Flight level 240. Okay, I can see why that can be a hassle because look at Jet and Roni. They both at 244. So we're going to change that to 244 slash flight level 240. So, and we should be all good with that. Make sure we ain't got no discon. Alright, we straight there. Let me get the APU fired up. Let's go check that out. Man, I love that sound. I love that sound from Boris. Okay, that's all fired up. All right, seems like boarding is completed. And put my EFB back over here. All right. Do a last little bit of check. Hit my LNAV and VNAV. Everything is straight. That's all right. We can close up shop. Prepare for pushback and departure. Release ground power.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 1311 with service to Dallas. Our flight time will be roughly 2 hours and 52 minutes.
What a rookie.
Cabin doors closed. Please make sure that all devices
That's a rookie mistake right there.
are now shut down and stowed.
Rookie.
Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Go ahead and remove chocks. Go ahead and get the beacon light on. Set our block time. They turn on her EFB because it looks weird when it's not on. It makes it make it look like she ain't doing no work. There you go. That's 487. Let's put 500. We're gonna do nose right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. All right, release parking brake.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right. Go listen to that sound.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight attendants as they demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. You will notice a light illuminated above your seat. Mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask
Parking
towards
brake
you. Place it firmly over
is
your
set.
mouth, secure the elastic band behind the head, tighten the straps if necessary, and breathe normally. Although the
All
bag
right,
is
starting
not
engine
oxygen will
one.
flow into the mask. If you're traveling with a child or someone who your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, controls are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law.
No, good engine start.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect. Back in front of you. We suggest reading this and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Unlocking gear.
I don't have rudder pedals just yet. Be getting some soon. So in order to steer and use my rudder pedals, don't judge me, but I use my Xbox controller for that. So my controller is for my camera and to steer the plane left and right, and for my rudder. I'm gonna get some rudder pedals. I know I'm behind the times, but I'm gonna get some rudder pedals. Please believe. Okay. All right, we're gonna set flaps. Left rudder, right rudder, left, right, up, down. All right, pre-flight checklist is completed. We can go ahead and close that. Don't need that anymore. And we're gonna set this to the flight plan. All right. Equipment is clear. They all gone and left. All right. Go ahead, turn on my hydraulics, pitot tubes, my probe heats, and my yaw damper. Go over my flow, make sure everything is in order.
We're ready for departure.
I hear you. I hear you. All right. And go up. Turn off the APU. Okay. And taxi light is on. And release the parking brake. And I got my Toby eye tracker. All right, let's get on out of here. This is my home airport, so I know where to go. Like I said, once we get up there, uh, I guess when we get to cruising altitude, I can let you know a little bit about myself, a little about me and what I do. Um, yeah. Now you know everybody knows about the Southwest taxi. The Southwest taxi, it's like traveling on the autobahn in Germany. They have no limit. They don't have no speed limit. Even though there's no ATC, I'm gonna still hold short, get myself together, make sure no flights coming in. Oh, right down there, we clear. Left is clear, right is clear. We're gonna check. We're gonna turn on our landing lights. And then, why is it doing that? Alright, and check recall button. We're good. And continue. And let's get on out of here. As XP would say, we got a fresh lineup. I'm sorry, XP, but I had to steal that real quick. All right. Toga.
Airspeed alive. 80 knots.
Check. And rotate.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Look at that. Well, let's get back on course now. Let's pay attention. Oh, a little shaky off the start. Whoa, 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 whoa. We got some turbulence going on. It's a little shaky up here. Well, we're gonna slap the autopilot on. And we're gonna flaps up. All right, Baltimore. On Baltimore. Man, coming up at 5,000. Sorry, guys. Fuel.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet, so you may turn on larger
All
portable
right.
electronic devices. This is
We are
also
now
a
at
reminder
10,000.
to keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the
Landing
flight.
lights,
Not all of
taxi
our flights leave the
lights,
laboratory. This
one
aircraft is
way.
equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect
All,
to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee.
and
We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners.
clean this up a little bit.
Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information.
Okay, we're going head to 39,000. We're going to pretend we have ATC and we got cleared to flight level 390. All right, Dallas Love Field, here we come to the Southwest headquarters. And we got some new training, some new hires going down to the headquarters for training. It's great to have them aboard. And yeah, we're gonna get it. Welcome to the Southwest family. All right, we got 18,000. Like I said, once we get the cruise, I'll let you know a little something about me. All right, coming up on 23,000 feet. I can't lie, I'm a little nervous. This is my first stream on my channel, on my brand new channel. Uh, I ain't gonna lie, I am a little nervous, but I'm pretty sure as I keep going on and keep doing streams, have a set schedule. I learned a lot from XP and all the streamers that came before me, such as XP, Blue Games, CSD, Al, Miggity Mike, V1, Captain Canada, and all the and Leo. I can't forget about my boy Leo, my hometown boy Leo. Um, y'all gave me a lot of great advice. Um, and it's just I'm trying to implement it into my stream on what y'all do in y'all stream and try to make it my way and try to earn my stripes. Um, so just bear with me. It's just I know it's not up to standards as everybody else's, but just bear with me. I'm gonna get it. You know, uh, don't worry, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get my Discord and everything. I have a Discord, but it's not like everybody else's Discord. It's not set up like everybody else's. So I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get everything. Trust me, everything's gonna be up and running. If I can't reach it, if I'm not streaming, y'all can always hit me up on Discord. You know, uh, yeah. I mean, it's, I'm excited for this. Expo is coming around the corner. I can't wait to see y'all there. This is my second expo. Yeah. I was there last year in Providence. Met a lot of y'all. Met a lot of y'all. Um, XP would tell you I was like his bodyguard. I'm XP's bodyguard. I'm the one he's talking about as far as the bodyguard situation. And so, and I'm a big guy. You know what I'm saying? I look out. Yeah. All right. Covered up. Mm. Oh, so sorry. Coming up on 29,000 feet. I really hope y'all can hear me. Oh, it's down a little bit. I really hope y'all can hear me. Let me see something. Clean this up a little bit. Head to 39,000. We're gonna pretend we have ATC and we got cleared to flight level 390. All right, Dallas Love Field, here we come to the Southwest headquarters. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm back. I just had to check something out here. See if I wasn't really loud. To make sure, I just wanted to make sure y'all can hear me. Um, Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we almost at top of the climb. All right, we are at top of the climb now. We're gonna go ahead, let the passengers walk around. All right. Now we're here at cruise. I'm gonna let you know a little bit about myself. I'm from Washington D.C. I don't want to make this sound like this is an interview, but I'm from Washington D.C. Born and raised. Uh, I live out here in PG County, Maryland. For those who know, um, my boy, I live with
In a few
Le,
moments, we will be starting.
Leo Sticks.
Complimentary drinks.
Hold on, let me
Your seat back
let
with a
her
list of
finish.
complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. If you wish to make an additional purchase, we only accept credit cards.
Okay. Now she's finished with that. The reason why I'm doing the Southwest flight is because I myself work for Southwest. I am a provisioning. Hold on. I have my shirt on handy. I don't care about my name. That's my name. I'm Ryan. I am a provisioning agent. If you can see that. Uh, uh, for those who for those who don't know what a provisioning agent is, if you go on GSX and there you can't even see it. If you go on GSX and you hit the catering part, that's me. Everybody else, everybody like United, Delta, American, Alaska, Frontier, whoever, they all call it catering. But at Southwest we call it provisioning. And basically what it is that we put the snacks and the drinks on the plane. Uh, I've been at Southwest coming up on 5 years, 4 years now. Yeah, about 4 years now. Uh, I love what I do. Uh, get to fly for free. So I got well when it's time for coming to Expo. Uh, I got my ticket for Expo. I got my room, my hotel for Expo. I'm staying at the Hilton, right across the street from the convention center. Uh, so I'm right there. So the convention center is walking distance. I'm gonna try to link up with everybody, like XP and everybody. Of course, my wife wants to go to the Mall of America, so I hope she doesn't spend my money. Um, but yeah, I get to fly for free. Like I said, I was there last year, Providence. This time, Minneapolis. I'm in there. I'm not missing the expo. It's my experience for the first time last year was off the charts. It was through the roof. To get to, it was like meeting everybody, meeting all you guys. like XP, Owls, Blue Games, and everything. It's like meeting celebrities, and I was so excited and ecstatic to meet you guys, and I just loved it. Uh, but yeah, I work for Southwest. You know, um, I wouldn't change my occupation for the world. Uh, yeah, so this is my very first stream. Uh, I wish people come show me some love. But I mean, it's all good. I don't have anybody in the chat or anybody really watching, but it's all good. I mean, I expected that. This is my very first stream. Nobody really knows me yet. Yeah. Uh, but hopefully, as I continue to put content out there, people will know who I am. And I get some followers, and people in the chat, and I can chat with you guys live. That'll be nice. But like I said, it's all good. I mean, I expected to not have anybody really watching or going to live chat. It was my very, 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 very first stream, so it's going to come with time. Give me some time, and I'll be there. Uh, so uh, I forgot to tell you, I was on console. I started Flight 7 on console about, what, 3 years ago? Sorry. I started on console about 3 years ago. Um, I didn't know nobody. Um, it was, I used to talk about people being on PC. Uh, every time I watch, streamers stream their contents, their flights on PC, and I see their computer crash, I used to be like, see, gaming is not meant for a PC. And this is before I was, I was naive to the PC console war. I was naive to it. So don't charge it to my head, not to my heart. Uh, but I used to get on PC people, the PC streamers and the PC players. I said, yeah, PC crashing because yeah, it's not built for that. Because I was on Xbox, uh, and I didn't get no crashes because I figured, hey, this is a game slash simulation slash game on a gaming console. It should work flawlessly, right? Wrong. I was wrong. I started getting crashes, especially with the PMDG. It had something to do with the EFB. It would mess if I click something, it would have free. Once it started freezing up, it cut off. And I used to hate it. Um, and then I started seeing y'all getting all this hardware back, wing control stuff. Now I could get the Thrustmaster yoke and throttle quadrant on the Xbox on the console, but that was it. And the rudder pedals too. But that was the farthest I can go in terms of hardware. I couldn't get anything else. I couldn't get Tobii eye tracker or track IR or the wing control or Death Sim or Rosefire, or I couldn't get anything else. Because I realized that you needed a program to bridge the gap between the console and the game. From between the console and Microsoft Flight Simulator, you needed an extra application to bridge that gap so that the game and the console could talk to each other. Well, when you're on Xbox, or now they got PlayStation, but when you're on console, you can't download extra files or anything, or any applications for these, for wing control or Tobii eye tracker, or to talk to each other. So I was like, man, I'm watching y'all streams, and I'm like, man, I'm getting a little jealous. So just last year, I said, you know what? I gotta get on that train. I gotta get on that bandwagon. I gotta get me a PC. I saw a lot of people went from console to PC. They made the jump. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna make the jump too. So right now, I don't have the most powerful PC. I got I have a Ryzen 7 97X CPU. I'm running a RTX 5070 Ti graphics card, uh, but I will upgrade later. 32 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, it's running fine. I love it. Now that I got things that I need, such as my wing control products, uh, my fuel cutoff switch, which I gotta figure out what's the problem. My Tobii eye tracker. I'm gonna get some rudder pedals and a tiller. Uh, I might get. Right now, I'm a Boeing person. I like Boeing. Majority, about 90% of people are Airbus people. Uh, 90, about 85. I would say 85% of the streamers are Airbuses. They got the Airbus setups. CST flight deck. I love it. I love your console. I mean, I love your setup. I love your cockpit. It's phenomenal. I watch it all the time. I love it. I love what you're doing. You had to go the hard route, but that that cockpit is nice. I love it. I love it. XP, I love yours too. I don't have a house, so I can't get down to the nitty gritty and have a whole setup. But I live in an apartment, so I'm limited to what I can put in my man cave. It's not that big, but if I get some Airbus stuff right now, I'm all dedicated Boeing. Um, but I will eventually get some Airbus stuff, and if I switch between Airbus and Boeing, I would just have to switch out the autopilot panel, EFIS, FMC, or the MCDU, and the throttle quadrant, and I have to go from a yoke to a side stick. Uh, the rudder pedals, I probably won't change out because you really ain't gonna see those. And the rudder pedals run what doesn't matter what rudder pedals you have. It'll run for both Boeing and Airbus. Uh, so yeah, man, it's coming along. Uh, I just got my PC all set up back in December. So it's still a brand new PC. You know. Also, I like the way how you can get some freeware, not only payware but freeware. That's one thing that reminded me why I made the jump from console to PC. It's because I had to wait for stuff, especially when new aircrafts come out, new planes come out. Prime example, the PMDG. When I had 2020, back in 2020, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, when the 700 came out, when the 800 came out, and when the 777 came out, y'all was getting it on PC first. Console players had to wait 2-3 weeks, maybe up to a month to get it in the marketplace. It hurted me. It hurt me so bad to see y'all fly it, but I couldn't fly it yet. And I had to wait. I'm sorry about that. Hold on. It's in my tooth. That crap was bothering me. Um, yeah, when the 737-700 came out, I had to wait. Yeah, I was flying it. I had to wait. When the 737-800 came out, y'all was flying it. PC players was flying it because y'all didn't have to wait for the marketplace. Y'all could just get it right off of PMDG's website and download it from there, put it in your community folder, and bam, y'all was flying it. Console players, we had to wait until it get into the marketplace. And then by the time we got it, y'all was wore out and y'all was on to the next plane. You know what I'm saying? By the time we got the 737-800, the 777 was coming out. And y'all was flying that. But we just now got the 800. So now we had to wait till the 777 come out of marketplace 2-3 weeks later. And then y'all would get tired of that. Then y'all will go back to Airbus. And then y'all will fly to Phoenix. Now, Phoenix, that's strictly PC. You're not going to find the Phoenix on console. If you do, let me know so I can tell others. But as far as Phoenix, yeah, that's only PC. I fly only PC. And and if you're on X-Plane, you got the toll list. Uh, but it's like you had to wait, and I got tired of that. I said, you know what? Nah, I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. I got to get me a PC, and that's what I did. So now I ain't gotta wait no more. I ain't gotta wait no more. And like I said, only thing I got that's I'm using console wise is my controller. That's it. Everything else is PC. Mm. Uh, let's check up here. Make sure everything is good. Mm, 258. There you go. Check out where we are. Making some progress. All right, we're leaving out of West Virginia, and we're about to hit Kentucky. About to hit Kentucky. Mm-hmm. Ugh. Mm. Uh, mm, mm, mm. Now I'm gonna do something illegal. I want to check on my passengers. The passengers only work when the doors open. What's up, guys? How's everybody? Really? Jason Statham magazine. That's who you want to be? Build muscle, burn fat. Men's fitness. What's the date on that? Look like it says September 2010. Like it's kind of old, my boy. Need some new reading material. It's not a full flight, as you can see. This is the updated cabin. PMDG updated the cabin to when the 700 came out, it came out with the updated cabin. But now they gave it to the 800 now. So this is the updated cabin. Occupied. Get some hand sanitizer. So, as a provisioning agent, or AKA catering, I will have to fill up all of these. Now, this is not exactly what it looks like, but to give you an idea. Now, the G7s, if y'all don't know what a G7 is, G7s are the old 800s. The old 800s have the carts. These can roll out. You can you take these little latches, you flip them up, and then you come down here. You hit the green button to release the brake, the red button to set the brake. So you hit the green button, flip these up, and the whole cart can be pulled out. And then you roll the cart out the door to your truck, stock it up, roll it right back in. Now, in the G7s, there's a cart here, and there's another cart directly behind it. So these what you consider the backstop. And then there's a backstop to the backstop. If that makes sense. There's a backstop to the backstop. So up here will be the main stop. All these will be the main stop. Your sodas. We don't have these. The Southwest don't have these. These are like warmers or whatever. We don't have these. They're little. It's something like these here. And up top will be your sodas. And down here will be your juices. And then you stock all that up. And this will be your main stock. And then your backup will be down here. And then the backup to the backup will be behind it. So these little carts are not that big. So you can pull this out, and then there will be another one right behind it. And then in order to release that one, you see these little switches, these little knobs right here. These little knobs locks the carts that's in the back, so that they don't roll out when you pull out. When you pull this out, it doesn't roll out when you pull this out. So, and then like two of these will be more juices, more sodas, the liquor kits, and then you'll have the trash, one here and like one here, and it's 4 bins of trash. Just like I told you, there's a backup to the backup. Well, there's a trash can here, and then there's a backup to this trash can on both sides. And then of course you got ice bins in these cabinets on top, and these extra stocks, extra waters, more juice, cleaning supplies, lids, hot cups, cold cups, the lids for the hot and cold cups, straws, coffee creamers, coffee, all your condiments such as sugar, instant coffee, and we have lime packets that will all be up in here as well. Yep, and we load our truck up. We pull our truck up to this door. It used to be this door, but because the belt loaders and everybody would be on this side loading up the plane, it was just too much congestion. So they moved us from this door to this door. And then as part of stocking the sodas and the juices and all the snacks, we also had, like I said, we had to take out the trash and we had to clean the bathrooms. If the bathroom was janked up, it was not looking right or not pretty, we had to clean it. Yep. But our cutoff point, let me see. Our cutoff point was this line. We have nothing to do with the cabin. Now, this is not what Southwest's plane looked like, but we clean basically from the bathrooms on back is what we worried about. Anything in the cabin area, that's all flight attendant stuff. Go back up front. And then we had to do the same thing on this side. Now, Southwest's plane, they don't have I'm sorry. They don't have all this. It's just two bins for your snacks and your cold cups and your lids and all your condiments. We'll go over here. Of course, you got your coffee maker and stuff like that. And we load up on this side because obviously we can't do this side because it's where the passenger and the jet bridge is connected to. So we come on this side. I have, as you can see, I'm kind of bald headed. I have bumped my head several times on this door frame because the captain's side, the door frame is a lot higher because this is where the passenger get on and off at. So this is a lot higher. Well, on the FO side, the first officer side, it's not. It's a little lower. And if you don't pay attention and don't duck down, that metal part outside, let me show you. This part right here, this, I can't get no closer, but this part right here, if you don't duck down in time, you will bump your noggin on that. And trust me, it hurts. It hurts. So you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. It hurts. So that's what I do. Then get back up in the flight deck. Close my door. Well, that's what I do. Let's see. Let's see. We 547 miles to top of drop or top of descent. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gents, I am back in the saddle. I had to give me something to drink and use the bathroom. So yeah, I mean that's a little something about me. I'm no bigger than nobody else. Like I said, I'm just trying to follow the footsteps of the streamers that came before me. Oh, and I can't forget about my boy Jeff Aviano. I cannot forget about him because last year at the expo last year, me and him on Sunday, on the final day, when we was in the exhibit hall, we had a nice lengthy conversation about uh streaming and things. And we sat there and talked, and I would never forget that. And I appreciate Jeff Fabiano, the things that he was saying to me. I took it was like a kid listening to his father. And he was telling me some things like, you got to do this and you got to do that. And I'm sitting there like, okay. And he would just feed me all this insight, all this things that I need to do. Um, it was great. It was great for that to be my first time going to an expo and actually sitting down to with one of the streamers, one of the famous streamers, and talk. It was amazing. And then I learned from XP. XP always say if you're going to stream, make sure you're consistent. Make sure you have a set schedule because if you're bouncing all over the place, your followers are not going to know when you're streaming. You know, so they said have a set schedule. If you could be like him, be Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Sometimes weekends, sometimes Sundays, or you could do the opposite of that. You're gonna do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, and maybe Sundays or Monday. You know, but be consistent. And I'm feeding all that information and and put it to heart. Now, if I need to know something about VATSIM, I go to my boy Mickety Mike because not only he does not only he talks on VATSIM, but he's an air traffic controller too on VATSIM. So he knows what the deal is and he knows what it is. And what I like about Mickety Mike is that he's gonna keep it real with you. He's gonna tell you straight up, you know, cut and dry, no BS. You know, and that's what I like about Mickety Mike. You know, cool dude, man. He's a cool dude. Cool dude. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? He's also also as a around the way person for me. He lives in the same DMV area as I do. I think he lives in Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. House, correct me on that. I think you live in Virginia. No. Blue Games. Actually, I think Blue was the first flight sim streamer that I watched. I believe so. He was the very first one I watched. I started watching when it came to flights, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and that was back in 2020. And then I caught on to XP. Everybody. Right, 480 on the to drop top of descent. Mm. I'm sorry, guys. Just trying to get my wife some food. Bear with me for a second. I'm back. Wife was talking to my wife on the phone, but texting her about food. She's at work and I'm off today, and she was trying to see if I can get her some food. So I do apologize. Oops, sorry. Uh, excuse me. Wish I had somebody to talk to on here. Got some turbulence going on. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Man, you got to be kidding me. On my first stream, too. This, you got to be kidding me. What happened? Like, it's all good. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try again later on. Well, now I guess I can go get my wife something to eat. Um, I'm sorry about that, people. Uh, I don't know what happened. It 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 froze up, and then bam, it dropped. So I'm gonna have to cut it from here. Uh, I don't have time to restart it. I had some things I had to do after the stream, but I can't start over now because it'll cut into what I have to do now. But hopefully I might get start up later on today if I'm not watching if XP's come on if I'm not watching him. Um, then I'll start back up again tonight later on. Maybe around 6. We'll see. Have to play it by ear. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. You know, man, a heartbreak, especially on your first stream. But it's all good though. Well, ladies and gents, this is gonna be it for the first stream. It crashed on me. So, ladies and gents, I appreciate you for being here. Like I said, I have to play by ear. If I might stream tonight, if not, definitely tomorrow. I would love to start all over right now, but unfortunately, I have some things I got to do, and I ain't gonna be able to restart the sim right now and let's restart the flight. So, yeah, I appreciate you, and yeah, see you later.